Hello everyone, good day. It is Lanisha Porter here, and you guys are with me today as I am working out. And today we are talking about Netflix and chill. Listen, we are at the last bit of summer, which means the next season that we'll be approaching will be fall and being followed by winter. And those are the seasons in which Netflix and chill come into full effect. Those who may not know what that means, Netflix and chill is like an internet slang. And essentially it's just a quick road to being distracted sexually or, ending up in a casual entanglement with someone. And I feel like in the summer, it's easier to stay focused a little bit if you have a goal of abstaining because, there are more social activities being offered. Everyone's outside. But, activities transfer indoor as summer closes and fall and winter approach. So today, it's a serious topic that I'm going to tackle: how to stay focused during that time, right? So here are some things that you can actually do to ensure that the Netflix and chill season does not get the best of you. Number one, okay? Before you ever actually win, you have to make up in your mind far in advance that you are going to win, that you are committed to your goal. And what that means is actually putting a plan in place to win. And what that looks like is actually having defense mechanisms already established to ensure that you can prevent avoidable distractions. So for instance, it's okay to have male company. It's okay to date. But what are the boundaries? Don't entertain male company after a certain hour. Preferably don't meet with that company in an intimate space such as your home. And why is that, right? Well, when you meet in a public space or a place that is neutral, there is a public accountability that comes with that, right? It's not so easy. Your guard is higher than it would be as if you're at home in an intimate space. So even the hour that you all meet says a lot, or it can insinuate a lot. Don't entertain male company after a certain hour and stick to that. Number two, you have to also understand that a goal like that, abstaining from sexual activity, that is heavy for one person to lift. Let your goal, let your intention be known by the person you're spending time with. Because as I said, that's a lot for one person to burden. It takes two people to be committed to such a goal. Number three, don't play with temptation. It doesn't matter how strong you are. It doesn't matter how disciplined you think your flesh is. It does not matter the power of mind that you believe you have. If you play with temptation, temptation is going to play back with you, and it will get you. So don't play with temptation. Don't even put yourself in the situation to be tempted. All right. Number four, ask your friends that are reliable to hold you accountable. So when you want to call that person, when you want to text that person, when you want to reach out to that person, when you want to keep a streak going on Snapchat with that person, no, all of that leaves you vulnerable to being distracted in ways that can be avoided. Have your girlfriends, have FaceTime calls, play eye games with them, do things to ensure that when you feel tempted to make a call that you know you shouldn't be making because it can lead to other things, that there are other people who can step in and say, you know what, I got you. You're not getting distracted today. All right, I don't know which number I am, but the next thing, remember how much progress you have made. All right. Ask yourself, is this short-term satisfaction worth the long-term recovery that it's going to take Because most likely, if you are engaged with someone that you shouldn't be, there is going to be a price to pay with that. And it's going to have to be paid in some tears, in some loneliness, you having these feelings of disdain for your own self, feeling disappointed that you allowed yourself to go back down that dark hole. Ask yourself, is that worth it? Do you want to spend time recovering? Or can you just say no, a simple no? So just reminding yourself, you know what? I already know what this comes with. I already know the recovery that this is going to cost me. So don't do that. Next, remember the promises of God, right? You can't say that you want certain things. You can't say you want to enter into sacred covenant. You can't say you want to enter into sacred covenant with a partner, but even in this season right now, you can't master the small temptations, because people think that when you're married, these things magically go away. No, if anything, temptations only become amplified, and the temptations only get more aggressive and more intensive. So right now in your waiting season, conquer these things. Master your flesh. So yeah, remember that if there are blessings that you want, there are certain principles that you're just gonna have to adhere to and abide by to redeem those things, right? Doesn't just fall out of the sky. It's self-actualization. It's you actually doing the work to make those things come true. All right. And what else can I tell you guys? One thing I learned in my years of being a dancer, and I don't mean I learned it just by hearing it in theory, but no, actually putting my foot to the fire and testing it out and knowing it to be true. One thing that I learned is that perfect practice makes perfect. So there are things right now that are being practiced in your life, that are being practiced in your habits, that you are acquiring, being practiced in the things that you allow yourself to submit to, that is going to really be reflective of the kind of performance you're going to give. So if you can't really control your repetitive desires in this waiting season, you're not just going to magically get married and be able to control your soul like that. There are certain things you have to get in the habit of now. You have to be able to speak life into yourself. You have to be able to maintain the desires of your flesh. You have to be able to put defense mechanisms in place so that you can win, that you can really win at whatever it is that you want, whether it's successful relationship, whether it's upholding the standard that God would have you do. There are just certain things you just have to uphold, and you're practicing those right now. So while you think you're just Netflixing and chilling, you're failing horribly at the test that is being put in front of you. So remember that too. How do you want the performance to turn out? Because how you're practicing right now says a lot about the performance you're going to give. So that's something that I would also say. And more than anything, don't allow yourself to be manipulated. Don't put yourself on clearance for a Netflix show. That's so silly. Don't do that. And don't think I'm just preaching to you. I'm preaching to myself too. And as you can see, everybody keeps asking, like, is that an engagement ring? This is not an engagement ring. This is my purity ring. And the next ring that will be on this finger that I'm believing God for, I believe it's already mine. I already know my husband is My husband is everything that I've ever wanted, honey. He is all of the details realized of the dreams that I've had and the prayers that I have been praying to God. My husband is everything, okay? He is going to be a wonderful man of God. He's going to be a wonderful leader. He's going to be caring. He's going to be present. He's going to be patient. He's going to be a great father. My husband is going to be the greatest part of my legacy, okay? My husband is, I'm excited about him already. But I'm believing God to make him real in my life. And the next ring that will be on my finger will be the ring from my husband. It will be. So I speak that into existence and I claim those blessings. But there are things I got to do to prepare for that. And right now I'm in preparation season and Netflix and chill. You're not going to get me. You not. All right. So I hope it doesn't get you too about to finish this workout. All right. So I love you guys. Make sure you subscribe, share, like this video. I still never die. My father told me.